everyone, I hope you had a great spring break. We're going to dive back in with our final week of Unit 2, that is to say, our last week looking at institutions. So, specifically, this week in Week 7, we're going to be learning about the judicial branch of the federal government. We're going to look at the structure and decision making process for the courts, as well as how the courts have protected or not civil liberties. Since the midterm exam is next week, you'll notice I've reduced the workload just a little bit this week to give you some time to study. So just stay tuned or check out Brightspace for more information. So this week, as always, when you're ready to get started, you'll head on over to the Week 7 module on Brightspace and find all our materials and assignments for the week. So our assignments include our discussion board. This week, there's going to be a activity about a Supreme Court case. So I'm going to ask you to look at a summary of a case that's mentioned in the lectures and respond to some questions about it and how it illustrates what we're learning about this week. In other words, don't forget to bring in those class materials when you're discussing the activity. Since the exam is happening next week, you'll notice that you have an initial post due on Thursday, but only one reply due by Sunday. So again, initial post still by Thursday, but only one reply by Sunday. Now, this week, there is a quiz due Sunday as well, and that has 17 questions, one of which is extra credit. There's also an extra credit assignment. It's a very, very short survey. It's fully anonymous. I'm just checking in with you to see how things are going before the midterm. Note that it does ask you about midterm review materials. If you want to look at those before the exam sort of review and exam taking week next week, they are on the exam review module, which is linked to from this week's module as well. So take a look at that if you want, and definitely take advantage of the extra credit assignment this week. That is due no later than Sunday. So as always, if you want to chat with me, you can book time during my office hours. Just check out Calendly for when they are this week, or of course, send me an email anytime. Looking ahead, next week is our midterm exam, and next week the only work will be to study for and take the exam. My assumption is that some of you might want to get a jump start on that, so the exam materials are already posted if you want to. Have a great week, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts about the Supreme Court.